Okay, hello Ben, good morning.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, how are you this morning?
I'm fine.
Okay, so I hope you're ready for this morning session because this morning we will have listening. Okay, we will have listening skills, but before that, I will show you some vocabulary words first. Okay, I will show you some vocabulary words. I will also explain to you, and we will use that for our spelling. Okay,
Okay.
so are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, there you are. So we will talk about going on holiday. You know what is holiday? Holiday. Are you familiar with the word holiday? Oh, it's a special, you mean occasion, like you're gonna spend with your family during holiday? You're gonna spend with your family?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we are. So during holiday, like Christmas, I mean, any celebrations in your place that could be considered as holiday. Okay, so first there, I will show you some vocabulary words. I guess there are only 6. Okay, 6 vocabulary words. All right, so before I will explain, okay, the first one is museum. So what is museum for you? Okay, do you have any idea about
A
museum?
building in which object in historical science, artistic.
Okay, so that is it is a place or a building. It could be a math museum, an art museum, or science museum. We can have a lot. It could be also historical museum or scientific museum, or there are different like cultural museum. You can have that. That is a museum. It is a building wherein you can see a lot of different different way. At the same time, you can see also their history, their names. If, for example, you will go to a science museum. Have you gone to a science museum before? Science museum where you can see a lot of things but related only to science. Have you gone, or have you visited a science museum?
Yes.
Okay, that's another one is sightseeing. Okay, when we talk about sightseeing, it is the activity of visiting a places of interest in a particular location. So just sightseeing, you will just look at the place. If you like, you will just visit the place if you're interested in that place. Oh, that is sightseeing. Okay.
Okay.
Another one is, how about the third one? What is the third one? That is,
Nightclub.
okay, nightclub. So when we talk about nightclub, okay, it is an establishment for nighttime entertainment. So there were a lot of activities that involves entertainment, but it will be open at nighttime. Okay, typically serving drinks and offering music. So there are music, drinks, or different kinds of activities there, and it involves nighttime entertainment. Oh, you know that, Ben? I mean, do you have a lot of nightclubs in your place? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, another one. How about the fourth one, skiing? Okay, so when we talk about skiing, it is the action of traveling over snow on skis. So mostly it is applicable in the area wherein there are a lot of snow. You can see everywhere, like in the North Pole. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Have you tried to travel somewhere in the north or in a place where you can see a lot of snow, like in Canada or anywhere? Have you traveled? Have you traveled there or not? Okay, what happened to your video? Okay, that is museum, sightseeing, nightclub, skiing. The fifth one is trip. Okay, trip. What comes into your mind when you hear that word trip? Okay,
Okay.
what is it? What do you think is it? Trip. Of if you have a trip, you will go somewhere, travel somewhere, then you can explore, explore there. Oh, that is a trip. You will have you have a trip with your family during holidays, so you can explore and enjoy there. And the last one is castle. Okay. So it is a large building, typically of the medieval period. So you can see that somewhere in Europe, some country in Europe. There's also in mostly in the Disney. Okay, so what happened to your video there, Ben? Is your video okay? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, how about what's wrong with your video? Anything wrong with your video?
No.
Oh, okay, so those are the 6 words. Again, what are those 6? Okay, what are those 6? The first is, okay, what word is this? It is a building in which objects of historical, scientific, artistic, or cultural interest are stored and exhibit. Okay, what is it? That is okay. What do you think? It is a building in which objects of historical, scientific, artistic, you can see a lot of arts. It depends on the kind of building that is yeah, what do you think is it?
It's museum.
Okay, how about an establishment for nighttime
It's
entertainment?
nightclub.
Oh, nightclub, and it is the action of traveling over snow on skis. The action, they're gonna have a lot of activities in the snow. Over snow on skis. That is, okay, what do you think is it?
Okay.
Okay, and the last one, it is a large building, typically of the medieval period. It is mostly happened in the,
Castle.
okay, those are some words. Do you have any questions about those words here that you don't understand? You're
No.
familiar with those words? Okay, so I hope so. So let's go to, okay, let's go to the grammar here. As you can see here, if subject, when we talk about S, it means subject, okay? S is subject plus the V, which is verb. If subject, if plus subject plus the verb S and ES, and S plus will, or it could be can or shall plus the verb. For example, if the weather is nice, I will go swimming tomorrow. So if we're using if here, and the subject, which is the weather, and there is the linking verb, which is. If the weather is nice, I will go swimming. So you can use will, can, or shall. So we're using here will. See that one? I will go swimming tomorrow. And the other verb is swimming. You see that one? In ing form. Okay. If you're using that pattern, that is the first pattern. The next pattern is if we're gonna use the subject plus the verb to be plus the subject, and it could be would, could, should. And next is a verb. So as you can see the example, can you read the example here? Okay, I want you to read the example here using the second pattern. Okay, that is a second pattern. So try to read the second example, okay? This one. You see this?
Yes.
Okay, try to read the second example using the second
If
pattern.
I would follow her advice.
Okay, if I were you, I would follow her advice. So we're using verb in the simple past tense. It's simple past. The first pattern is in the present, right? Because we're using is. And it's in the present, and we're using the the verb in ing form, because we're using, that's a present continuous. For the second pattern, it is in the past tense. As you can see, where, we're using where. If we are using where, we will not use will, can, and shall. We will use would, could, and should. Okay? That's why we're using here would. Is that all right? Oh, if I were you, I would. So it should be jive the where and the would. All right. Okay, next one, number 3. The third pattern is if subject and we're using the had. If you're using the had, it should be the past participle of the verb. So we can have past participle, then we can use the would and could. So as we can see, there's an example here for the third pattern. If I had studied the lesson, so had studied. We will not say studied. We will use studied in a study in the past participle because we're using here had. All right. And then I could. We will not use can, shall, or will. We should always use, we can choose would, could, and should. So if I had studied the lessons, I would have answered the questions. Have answered. Okay. And the last pattern, there's the last pattern here. Subject plus had. Then there's also the past participle of the verb, as you can see. You see that one? Okay. Try to read the example of the fourth pattern. All right. Okay, what is in it? The third example of the fourth pattern. Yeah. Subject plus the had plus the verb in the past participle. Okay, can you read this one here? the fourth example. Okay, go, man.
If she had stayed up late last night, she wouldn't be so tired now.
Okay, so in the fourth pattern, if we're using the negative, so if it's negative, we use the word not. And the shortcut for that is hadn't, had not. If we use hadn't or negative in the first statement, we will use also another negative in for the other statement, for the next statement. So we're using wouldn't, hadn't, then wouldn't. Okay? If she hadn't stayed up late last night, she wouldn't be so tired now. So hadn't and wouldn't should be drive. Both are negative. Okay. So do you
Okay.
have any question there? We're using for the first pattern, we're using it in the present tense. Second pattern, we're using in the past tense. Third pattern, we are using in the past participle. And the fourth one, we're using in the past continuous tense. But in a negative side, because we're using hadn't with the word not. When we say negative, we use the word not. That's why we had a shortcut. Okay? All right. Do you understand that one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So let's continue. Let's have listening. Let's have listening number 1. So I want you to listen to these people on holiday planning what they are going to do. So you have here 1 to 5 and you need to number what you hear from 1 to 5. Okay, that's so easy, I guess. Okay, so I want you to listen it well so you can number what happened. Okay, so I'll play the audio now. Okay, can you hear that one?
Unit 10.
Okay.
Going on holiday. Activity 2. Listen to these people on holiday planning what they're going to do. Number what you hear from 1 to 5. 1.
Well, the bus will pick us up at 9 o'clock. The tour lasts about 4 hours, so we should be back at about 1 o'clock.
2.
There's a show at 8 p.m. and then the late show is at 11 p.m. Let's go to the late show.
3.
The seafood here is supposed to be really good. Let's try it, shall we? I'm really hungry.
4.
4.
It says in the guidebook they've got a lot of famous paintings. Let's go and have a look. It's free, too.
5.
The prices here are supposed to be quite good. I really need some new clothes and some shoes. Let's go and see what we can find.
Okay, so that's your final answer. So I guess the first one is go sightseeing. Okay, very good. You got it right. The second one is go to a nightclub. Oh, great. Very good. The third one is go to a restaurant because they're so hungry. The fourth one, they visit a museum or art gallery so you can do sightseeing there with the different art or anything that we can view there. And the fifth one is go shopping. Okay, very good. So you got it right and you listen it very well. Okay, you got 5 out of 5. Okay, very good. Good job, Ben. Here, let's go to activity 2. Okay, for the activity 2, I want you to listen to people talking about the different cities. So what you do in each place. So you're gonna take the list below. All right, so I'm gonna play the audio now. Is that okay? You just need to tick the box. All right. Where is the audio? I didn't see, where is it? Okay, that's the activity, so you will need to tick the box. All right.
Activity
Okay.
4. Listen to people talking about different cities. What can you do in each place? Tick the lists below. 1.
It's not really the best place to shop. Prices are too high there nowadays. But the food's great and quite cheap. It's a wonderful place just to walk around in and look at the old buildings. But there aren't any interesting museums or art galleries, I'm afraid.
2. It's a very nice place to visit if you like being outdoors. The scenery is beautiful. Take a bus trip around the island and sail around it if you have time. You can also go skiing. Unfortunately, the water's too cold there for swimming. You probably won't like the local food. It's very spicy. 3.
There are very good beaches there. Everything's quite cheap, so take plenty of money with you. There's not much else to do. There's only one hotel and no interesting old buildings.
4.
There are several excellent museums and art galleries. If you like Chinese food, you should visit Chinatown. It's fairly quiet at night, though. It doesn't have any good nightclubs or theaters.
Okay, so I guess you're done. So the first one there, oh, there are a lot. Okay. You can answer more than one. You can put at least 3 every number. Not just one. You can have at least 3 in every number because there are a lot of activities there. Okay, Ben. So I'm gonna play the audio again.
No, no,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
No, you have to listen to me.
Okay. It's so hot here.
One teacher.
Okay. Wait, should I play again the audio or not anymore?
No, not anymore.
All right. So you will add the thick. You can have at least 3. Oh, there are a lot of activities there and you can add more. You can add 2 activities in every number. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so that's your final answer. Look at that. That's it. Or you need to add more. You need to add more, or that's it only. Okay. You can have at least 3 in every number.
Okay. Mm,
Okay, that's it. How about in 1? Look at in your 1. Oh,
One.
yeah. Okay, so let me check. So for 1, the first statement should,
Oh, no.
oh, why so many? Okay, for number 1, it is the activity as the first one is go for a walk, try the local food. Okay, for the second one, okay, you're correct. They take a boat trip. Okay, very good. They also go skiing. And the third one is they go around the island by a bus. Oh, yeah. For the number 3, you're correct too. You go shopping and also go swimming. For the last number 4, the first that they did is they visit the museums, they go to a nightclub, and they try Chinese food. Okay, so your check for number, okay, this number 2, number 3. How about in 4? Okay, so I hope you're gonna hear and listen very well next time. Okay. Do you have any question about it, Ben? Try to listen properly the last activity that we will have. So as we can see, it's not really the best place to shop. Prices are too high there nowadays. Okay, I want you to read the first statement there. That is the first statement that we had listening.
It's not really the best place to shop. Right out why they nowadays, but their food, right and white cheap. It's a wonderful place. So walk around in and look at the old building, but there any aren't any interesting museum or art galleries. I'm afraid.
Okay, so that's
It's a
why
very
we,
nice place to visit in you like being outdoor. The scenery is beautiful. Take a bus trip around the island and sail around it. If you have time, you can also go skiing. Unfortunately, the water is so cold there for swimming. You probably won't like the local food. It's very spicy. Oh,
okay, so there are very good beaches also there, and everything is quite cheap. So you can take plenty of money with you, and there's not much else to do. Oh, wait, what's that? Okay, this one is island. Island, not Iceland. Oh, this one, island.
Island.
Okay, that is an island, and there's only one hotel, and there's no interesting old buildings there. And there are also several excellent museums and art galleries, if you can see there. If you like Chinese food too, you can visit Chinatown. So as you can see, it's fairly quiet at night, and it doesn't have any good nightclubs or theaters there. So those are the activities that they had for the listening skills that we had a while ago. Okay, so do you have any question about that?
No.
Okay, so let's go to activity 3, listening. Okay, for activity 3, you need to listen to questions about travel and choose the best answer. I hope you're gonna listen it well so you can have high score. Okay, are you ready? Let me check. Oh, so I gonna play the audio now. Okay,
Activity 7.
activity 7.
Listen to questions about travel and choose the best answer. 1.
How did you enjoy your trip?
2.
Have you been here long?
3.
How long are
3.
you going to be here?
How long?
4.
Where did you go for your holiday?
Which one in number 1, 2,
Five.
3, and 4?
When did you go?
Okay. All right, I'm gonna play again. You need to answer.
One is
Uh,
number 1, 2,
oh,
3, 4, 5, 6.
yeah. Okay, I will play again. All right.
Activity 7. Listen to questions
Yeah.
about travel and choose the best answer. 1.
How did you enjoy your trip?
2.
1,
Have you been
2,
here long?
3.
How long are you going to be here?
4.
Where did you go for your holiday?
This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5, 6, 7, and last number 8. Okay, that is the pattern. So I'm gonna play again so you can listen again. Okay, for a while. Okay,
Activity 7. Listen to questions about travel and choose the best answer. 1.
How did you enjoy your trip?
2.
Have you been here long?
3.
How long are you going to be here?
4.
Where did you go for your holiday?
5.
When
5,
did you get back from Japan?
6.
Have you ever been to Australia?
7.
How long were you away?
8.
What did you think of Wales?
Okay, so let's check your answers. So for the first one, the correct answer is very much thanks. Your answer there is yes, I did. For the number 2, for about 6 weeks. Okay, very good. You got it right. Number 2. Number 3 is until June. Correct. 4 is to Madrid. 5 is last week. 6 is no, I didn't. 7 is about a month. And lastly, number 8, it was great. Okay, so you got 6 over 8. Okay. So, very good because you listen well at the same time. You have some time to review also. So, I hope you're gonna do that one next time too. So, do you have any question about the topic that we had this morning? The listening, the vocabulary words that we discussed earlier? Do you have any question there? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have questions. So, for this one, I want you to answer this. Okay. Okay, try to answer the questions here. Look at this. How did you enjoy your trip? During holiday, since we're talking here about holiday, so last trip that you had before, you can apply it. Now, I want you to choose at least 3 questions here out from the 8th one and try to expand and explain about it. Okay, which one there? At least 3. You can choose 1, 4, or 7, or any number here, just at least 3. Okay. Okay, go Ben.
It
With
be too long. Not yet. It's just 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, where did you spend your trip? Okay,
What?
Where did okay have this one? What else? What another questions here? You like okay, the 5th one. Is it the 5th one?
At 6.
Okay, 6. So have you been to Australia?
Yep.
Oh wow! And how was your experience there?
And no, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't? Okay, and one more.
Uh,
Okay, one
no,
more.
No, 5.
Okay, number 5. So when did you get back from Japan? When
When
did you
I
get?
will come back when I done I done my school.
Oh, yeah. I mean high school. I mean you're done high school. Oh, yeah. That's a nice place, I guess. And you can explore there. You can have a lot of journey and activities. That's fun activities there. All right. Okay, so do you have any question about those things? Okay, so I guess that will be all and see you tomorrow, Ben. Bye bye.
Bye, teacher.
Okay.
Bye bye.
See you